Okay, welcome back to Paperback Adventures. This game is defined mostly by the character box that you have. So the character box has the character and the difficulty settings. And the difficulty settings are done in a really nice way via plot twists. The highest plot twist is with 2 cards is 10, and the lowest would be -7. So from a range to -7 to +10, the game the game is a run of 6 encounters. So Lucky 1, Boss 1, Lucky 2, Boss 2, Lucky 3, Boss 3. And if you win all that with this persistent setting, then you score. There is no scoring that comes with the rulebook, but I'm assuming here that you don't play for notational ease. You don't use both of the things on a card, because this is normal people would use only the upper part, and you nor will you use the front and the back of the same card. And this would ideally be two combinations that don't work well together. So as long as you use this kind of combination, then you should be fine. So I made a list in an attempt to make it more like a roguelite, because people have played this game before and they are already having difficulty with difficulty setting 3. So I made a scoring sheet eventually from a longer roguelite version, but you can use this as a roguelite version regardless. So this document, you print it out, it's 12 pages. It lets you score a run of Paperback Adventures. The first step is to consult your scoring sheet for your first game. Write it out here. So the date, difficulty, hero, and here the ID of the enemy table row number of the Lucky 1, Boss 1, Lucky 2, Boss 2, Lucky 3, Boss 3, and some notes if you like. The single plot twist mode is the first, so you use only a single plot twist. This gives you the following table. Power Fantasy, -5. Minus is easier and plus is harder. So if you play with only Power Fantasy, yeah, and these cards, they don't have a name or something, which is unfortunate. But to refer to these cards, I use the values, and these uniquely define the card. So this is -5, 115. And this would be -2, -2, 2, 5, and so on. So you know by that which card is to search for, and it should have -5. And then you can find Power Fantasy. The modifiers are the table is sorted in increasing difficulty, so you should start at -5 and work your way down a board. But there comes a time when things get hard to win and you lose, somewhere around here probably, and then it's time to switch to the two-power plot twists mode, which ranges from -7 to +10. Now, to remove any player doubt, you can simply say that you roll a die, d6, to determine the row, and in yellow is the preferred character. So for damsel, rats in the sewer would be the first thing that you would like to try. And every new game you use a different unique combination, and also the difficulty rises as long as you win. So for the bosses level 1 you have the same thing. The hero is determined, and from the hero you tick the entry that is not yet ticked. So for Ex Machina you would start with a nameless agent because of the coherent theme, and for lackeys, etc. I listed them all. Some are from the core box, which should be tried last. Now, difficulty -7 is written as follows. So you have the sum is -2, -5, -2, and these two cards, or this card and this card, and you just roll at random, or you just pick the first. Here for damsel you have the bosses, so you can tick it off if you defeated the boss. This gives you some idea for a new variation. Difficulty -3, -2, all the combinations. And I made an Excel sheet to check, but all the combinations are here, and they are all unique. So these two are different from everything else because the sum is different, and inside of same term these cards are also different because they are different pots, and all the tables have different difficulties, so every row is unique and gives you a different flavor of the game. And this goes on until the hardest difficulty, 9 and 10, which you won't stand a chance. And after hardest difficulty there's Ascension mode, just like in Slay the Spire. But for difficulties 11 to 20 you need 3 or more cards, and if you are interested I can write them out. You can send me an email. Otherwise, yeah. Good luck. Now, here is the Roguelite part. Consider not resetting the library deck. And this will be mostly independent of the plot twists. But every time you play, the library deck has cards, and the cards you can upgrade them. There is also another way to implement Roguelite, and that's by giving out boon values. So every character would have their own boon cumulative score, but that requires administration, and if you keep the game as it is, the state of the library cards will hold that information already, and you will play. Y- uh, yeah, you will get better and better. So I'll put this on the Discord and or on the itch.io, and, yeah, enjoy it. At least you can now have like 50 games. That should be, and each game is about 3 hours, so 150 hours of gameplay. That should be more than enough. So yeah, and also these cards, I consider I'm considering to scan them in and reorder them so they make more sense. And there are some terms like start a game with your max each HP set to 8, and start a game with your max HP set to 15. There was a guy, also a Dutch guy, who put on the, where was it? Somewhere. No, not this. Paperback. Yeah, and he wrote the program that also the designer is notified for. And that program combines, it gives you all the combinations at random, but there is no way to score things, and there are mutually exclusive plot twists. But these are almost all on the same card or on the back side, so they don't play a role normally. And he reworded a few of these things, like knife's edge and old injury, to lower the max. So if you combine these two plot twists, yeah, the text of these cards needs a little bit more TLC. Maybe they'll pick it up on the next edition, but for now you have a scoring method. Okay, enjoy, bye.